In May 2020, all staff from Southwest Minnesota Housing Partnership told one story of their collective experience in the first 2 months of COVID-19. With the first sentence provided, the staff story zoomed around, each adding a sentence to build this storybook. What you will read will be that story. However, what you will hear are stories and thoughts from staff told in cross-organizational groups of 3 and story circles held throughout the summer. Let's begin. We are one body with different parts. Coming into the organization, I had heard stories of their resilience. I saw so many examples within months. The first couple weeks of the Hunkerdown, people were more distant. We started having more meetings. I began to see people's body language really checking in and connecting, reaching out to others one-on-one. No organization has more flexibility than we have. Having kids at home, this has been very helpful. Flexibility and working from home requires trust of your employees. Within days of the Hunkerdown, we had many trainings at staff meetings on Teams and Zoom, which helped us successfully use these tools quickly. Our culture is such that we do what we do to get the work done. If I can't do it, someone else will be able to. I mean, for the rental assistance program, 10 people stepped up to help. This is a good group. I'll do it for the team. Let me take over this part of the grant for you. Let me swing by the job site and take pictures for you. I could tell by the way she worded the email that she was losing her mind. I had a little extra time, so I took care of something. I took it off her plate. We implemented SharePoint in January, giving us the capabilities to work on documents together, allowing for ease of flow to and fro. We video conference each other for quick chats. Discovered that this helps us read each other's body language more, cover issues to discuss, and make decisions more quickly. I discovered electronic signatures, and I'm never going back. We were quick to adapt to the pandemic and modeled adaptability that partners could use. We've been strong advocates for other agencies being flexible with their deadlines. We did a lot of nudging and budging to connect with community leaders to find out where they are with projects. While the gap of connectivity with communities and clients has been challenging, we're tracking down clients to help them. Why, just today, I printed off forms and took them to a client who had no resources to help him secure a USDA grant. But video conferencing is not the same as in-person experiences. Meetings have to be scheduled, and instead of catching each other in the hall, not as many people can talk when everyone is on Zoom. Side conversations can't happen, which is where so much relationship is built. Being a new part of the organization, I found them to be a welcoming group of people. We were able to hire during the pandemic. It's hard to interview over Zoom, not meet in person, but we were able to hire a fantastic person. Onboarding new staff through Teams and screen sharing has really been powerful. However, there's so much we need to figure out. Strategic planning, artists in residence, it shows that how we work matters. That makes me want to be here. I had to overcome the fear of working from home. No Wi-Fi, constant interruption from kids, hard copies to sign and send without the availability of printer and scanner. But we found ScanBot and came into the office after hours, brought equipment home, and reached out for help. I learned I could work with people or alone at regular hours or off times. I found I can do better at home, able to focus better. Our families, our pods, have made it possible for us to be successful. I'm grateful for my husband for always being there for me, taking me where I need to go, going to the doctor. Every night he comes home and asks how my day was. I was very task-oriented. I had a list and was working that list. When I ended up at home, I've really become more people-focused. For me, the focus has really shifted to the residents. I find I do better things for me. Eating better, sitting better, I switched out chairs, made my workspace good. Every day I tried to pretend like I'm going to work. I take a little time in the morning because I didn't have to drive. I sit at my desk to make my list. I find myself taking more time to review and be clear in my written communications. I find myself sitting outside having a cup of coffee. I feel more efficient, rested because I can work from home. I don't do that at the office. Nap, eat with the kids, etc. Home is where all the things are that we care about. Play outside, go to the park, connect with folks beyond the work. But let's be clear, office space is critical. With 4 kids, sometimes I need to get away. Uncertainty is the hardest thing to deal with, knowing what sources to trust for information. We still have a ways to go with this pandemic. Plus, we need to decide how we approach racial justice as related to housing and our work. It's still reverberating profoundly. This most recent situation has called us to do something about it in every realm. The challenge is how we do this in our work. It permeates every corner of the state. We need to decide how we need to change ourselves, our institutions. How do we transform what we are doing? There is so much intolerance in the world these days, but in this time, grace abounds. We have a big region without a lot of staff. We have huge impact with great people.